Capricorn, listen carefully, because if you've been feeling strange energy lately, that heavy pressure in your chest when you wake up, mood swings that come out of nowhere, or those bizarre, vivid dreams that shake you to your core, this is not random. You're already inside it. June 3rd and 4th are not ordinary days. They are the final karmic checkpoint before a new spiritual timeline begins. And Capricorn, the universe has chosen you to face something intense, not because you're weak, but because your soul is ready. You're being pulled into a divine challenge, a sacred test written into your soul contract. And this time, you won't be tested with simple signs. You'll be hit with 3 spiritual attacks, each one designed to expose your deepest fear, your most hidden wound, and the one thing you haven't healed yet. And here's the truth no one tells you. If you ignore these signs, if you dismiss what's coming, you could block your divine purpose until 2033. That's not just years lost. That's your future paused, your abundance delayed, your destiny locked behind a wall you never even saw coming. Capricorn, this message isn't for the faint-hearted. It's not for those who run when the shadows rise. It's for those who feel the shift and refuse to stay asleep, because the universe doesn't test those who aren't ready. And if this video has found you, that means you're ready. But here's the catch. If you click away now, the energy of avoidance will repeat itself, and the karmic loop will tighten around your spirit. So, I'm asking you, stay with me until the very end. Because the signs you've been brushing off, the emotional patterns you thought were just bad days, the chaos rising in your relationships, it's all part of a divine puzzle. And when you see the full picture, everything will make sense. You're being watched, you're being tested, and your soul is being asked one question. Will you rise or repeat? Capricorn. June 3rd and 4th aren't just dates on a calendar, they're the opening of what mystics and lightworkers call a compressed karmic portal. That means the past you've tried to leave behind, the future you're praying for, and the soul contract you agreed to before birth are all colliding right now, in real time. And the pressure you feel, that heavy, invisible weight, it's not in your head, it's spiritual surveillance. You're being watched, not by people, but by energy, by karma, by the universe itself. Capricorn, the reason it feels so intense right now is because your next life chapter depends on how you handle these 2 days. Yes, that's serious. Everything you've learned, everything you've fought through, it's all being measured now. Let's talk about the signs. Maybe you've been waking up in the middle of the night with anxiety. Maybe you've been crying without a clear reason. Or maybe you've just felt this low-key panic, like you're behind in life. Like something huge is coming, but you can't explain it. None of that is random. That's karmic pressure building. This portal between June 3rd and June 4th is like a spiritual MRI scan. It's showing the divine exactly where your soul still holds fear, pain, regret, or resistance. And that's why it feels so emotional. You might suddenly have a breakdown that comes out of nowhere, feel the urge to isolate, want to walk away from your job, your goals, or even people you once loved. Here's what's really happening. The karmic portal is bringing the test to your doorstep, and it's going to unfold in 3 waves, 3 spiritual attacks, each one designed to hit you where your soul is most vulnerable. Why? Because that's how true transformation begins. Capricorn, the universe knows your potential. It knows you're capable of incredible leadership, power, and influence. But it also knows that your fear of failure, your old traumas, and your tendency to carry the weight of others can block your ascension. That's why this portal isn't about punishing you. It's about awakening you. You're being asked, can you stay calm when your world shakes? Can you trust your purpose when the path disappears? Can you stand tall when your soul is screaming to give up? These 48 hours are your answer. Capricorn, the karmic cycle you're in right now goes back years, maybe even lifetimes. Think about the repeating patterns in your life, the same kind of toxic relationships, the same struggles with money, success, or self-worth, the same inner war between control and surrender. This portal is a divine opportunity to break the loop, but only if you face it consciously. That's why emotional breakdowns are happening. That's why old memories are resurfacing. That's why your motivation may feel broken. The universe isn't trying to hurt you, it's trying to purge the part of you that's still wounded. And here's what you must understand. If you ignore this test, if you distract yourself with drama, scrolling, fear, or numbing behaviors, you don't just miss the lesson, you delay your next chapter. And you might not get another chance like this until 2033. Capricorn, this is the final exam for your soul's promotion. The reason it's so hard, the reason everything feels like it's falling apart, is because everything that's not aligned is being stripped away. It's uncomfortable, it's emotional, but it's also necessary because your destiny is bigger than your comfort zone. And if you can pass what's coming, if you can make it through these 3 spiritual attacks with awareness, integrity, and faith, then something extraordinary happens. The cycle ends. The door opens. The life you've been working toward finally begins to manifest. This is your moment, Capricorn, not to react, not to run, but to rise. So stay with me, because next I'm going to walk you through attack number 1, the emotional trigger, and how to defeat it before it pulls you back into the karmic loop. Capricorn, welcome to the first spiritual attack, and it's one of the hardest. This one doesn't come from the outside world, it comes from your own emotional history, the part of you thought was long gone, long buried, long healed. But on or around June 3rd, it's coming back. Attack number 1 is the emotional trigger. This is a karmic echo. Something or someone from your past will resurface. It might be a toxic ex suddenly texting you just to check in, a family argument that opens an old childhood wound, a memory that slams into your mind during a random moment of silence, or even a moment of deep sadness that you can't explain. Don't ignore it. Don't brush it off, because this is not just nostalgia. It's a divine test, a karmicus eleanorsapont. The universe is asking, can you face the ghost of your past without letting it hijack your future? Because here's the truth, this emotional trigger is a trap, not to destroy you, but to reveal where you still need to heal. See, karma is sneaky. It doesn't come at you with sirens and flashing lights. It whispers. It knocks quietly through emotional pain, through sudden tears, through that text that reopens an old scar. And your soul has 2 choices. 1, react. React with anger, blame, drama, sadness. Fall back into old patterns. Let that person or memory control your present. Or 2, respond. Respond with awareness, with boundaries, with detachment and power. Capricorn, this is your opportunity to break the karmic loop, to show the universe that the version of you who once tolerated pain is gone. You don't owe your past an explanation. You don't have to reopen wounds to prove you've healed. You only need one thing, emotional mastery. And I know it's hard. You're a Capricorn. You feel things deeply, even when you hide it well. But this isn't about burying your feelings. It's about transmuting them, feeling the pain, and then choosing peace anyway. That's the soul work. That's the test. If someone from your past shows up, pause. Don't respond immediately. Take a deep breath. Feel the emotion, but don't become it. Instead, do this. Spiritual protection tip for June 3rd. Write these words down on a clean sheet of paper. I no longer absorb energy that is not mine. I protect my peace. Fold the paper, carry it in your pocket, or place it under your pillow that night. Say the affirmation out loud 3 times. I no longer absorb energy that is not mine. I protect my peace. You're setting a sacred boundary, an energetic shield, a declaration that the old triggers will no longer control the new you. Because here's the truth. You don't owe anyone your energy, not your ex, not your parents, not the version of you that was still figuring things out 5 years ago. The past will try to pull you back during this portal. It will dress itself up in the familiar, so you'll fall for it. But you are not here to repeat the past. You're here to transcend it. So when the trigger comes, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask instead, what is this teaching me about how far I've come? Capricorn, if you can pass this first attack with grace and stillness, you don't just prove your strength, you activate your next level. The universe sees everything, and when it sees that you've chosen peace over panic, growth over reaction, power over pain, it starts moving the blessings toward you. And trust me, they're closer than you think. Capricorn, the second spiritual attack won't come crashing in with chaos. It'll sneak in quietly, whispering in the background of your mind. And if you don't catch it early, it can derail everything. It's doubt, and it's more dangerous than any external enemy because it wears your own voice. When this karmic portal opens on June 3rd to 4th, your inner critic might start talking louder than ever. Suddenly, you feel unmotivated, uncertain. Like your dreams are too far away, like you're behind in life, or worse, like you've already failed. But here's the truth, no one tells you. This is spiritual interference. Doubt is the trick the karmic cycle uses to stop you right before your breakthrough. It convinces you to slow down, just as the reward is around the corner. It makes you want to give up, just as the universe is preparing to deliver. It distorts your progress and paints your purpose as a waste of time. This is the lie. And here's the test. Can you keep going? Even when it feels like nothing is happening? Capricorn, you've always been a high achiever. But this portal will challenge you in a new way. To trust the process, not just the result. To believe in yourself, even when you don't have proof yet. Because your biggest breakthroughs don't arrive with fireworks. They arrive in stillness. And doubt is here to see if you'll abandon yourself before you receive what's already yours. Think about it. How many times have you come close to success, only to let fear of failure make you sabotage it? How many times have you questioned your path? Right when things were about to shift in your favor, this attack is subtle, but it's powerful, and that's why you need a spiritual shield, a daily discipline that re-centers you. Here's how to fight back. Capricorn's doubt-deflecting ritual. Step 1. Say this aloud each morning during the portal. My purpose is stronger than my fear. I trust divine timing, not just once. Say it like you mean it. Say it until your soul believes it. Step 2. Cut the noise. Avoid fear-based content. Turn off the news. Mute that one person online who constantly posts negativity. Distance yourself from the gossip, drama, and panic scrolling. This is your test, not theirs. You don't need outside noise messing with your frequency. Step 3. Do one small thing each day that proves you haven't given up. It could be writing your goals on a sticky note, recording a 30-second affirmation, sending that one email you've been avoiding, meditating for 3 minutes. Even the smallest act of forward movement tells the universe, I haven't quit. I'm still in the game. Because the real test is this. Can you still move forward, even when you don't feel the momentum? Can you trust the seed you planted, even before you see the sprout? Can you show up for your purpose, even when the reward hasn't arrived? If you can, if you resist the distraction of doubt, then the karmic pattern breaks. And when it breaks, you unlock a level of confidence and clarity you've never experienced before. Doubt may knock, but it doesn't have to enter. Capricorn, don't believe everything your fear tells you. Believe what your soul knows. You were made for this moment. You didn't come this far to stop now. Capricorn, we've reached the final spiritual attack. And this one, it's the most personal, the most intense, and the most transformative. This is the cosmic mirror. It won't show up as a disaster. It won't yell or shake the ground. Instead, it will arrive as someone projecting their pain onto you. You might suddenly be blamed for something you didn't do. You might experience conflict with a coworker or friend who starts acting cold. Or a spiritual guide, someone you trusted, might suddenly pull away or lash out. Don't take it at face value, because this moment is not about them. It's about you. This isn't a coincidence, it's karmic reflection. The universe has placed a mirror in front of your soul, and what's being shown back to you is a piece of yourself you haven't fully healed. Maybe it's your tendency to stay quiet when you should speak up. Maybe it's your old fear of not being enough, so you overwork, overthink, and overgive. Maybe it's your anger, the one you've buried so deep that when someone else expresses theirs, it makes your skin crawl. This mirror is sacred. It's a test to see. Can you hold space for pain without turning it into battle? Can you look at the chaos and ask, what part of this still lives inside me? Because here's the deeper truth. The people who trigger us the most often reflect a version of us we've outgrown or are still denying. Capricorn, you are powerful. But power without reflection becomes ego. And this mirror is here to humble you, not shame you, so you can grow beyond what's been holding you back. Ask yourself, what is this showing me about me? Where have I denied or suppressed this behavior in myself? How can I bring light into this shadow? If someone is blaming you, where are you still blaming yourself? If someone is cold, where have you been emotionally unavailable to you? The mirror is always deeper than the surface. It's never about what just happened. It's about what's being unlocked inside you. Here's the beautiful thing. Once you decode the mirror, it shatters. And when it shatters, the karmic pattern dissolves. You stop reacting. You start reclaiming. Because reflection is a gift. It's the universe saying, you're ready now, ready to see clearly, ready to heal the parts that have been waiting in silence. Spiritual practice. For June 4th, light a white candle, a symbol of truth and spiritual clarity. On a piece of paper, write the name of the person or situation that triggered you the most. Sit in stillness, breathe deeply, then say, I release the reflection. I accept the truth. I rise from the pain, safely burn the paper in a fire-safe container. As the smoke rises, imagine the karmic energy dissolving into the sky. This act is not revenge. It's release. A statement to the universe that you are no longer carrying energy that doesn't belong to your next level. Capricorn, this final mirror is not meant to break you. It's meant to reveal you. The real you, the powerful you, the healed, awakened, spiritually unstoppable you. And when you pass this final attack, you don't just pass a test, you step into the timeline you were always meant for. The mirror is here. Look deeply, see clearly, and then rise higher than you ever have before. Capricorn, after the storm of spiritual attacks, you need to ground your energy and protect your spirit. Here's a simple yet deeply powerful ritual to perform on the night of June 3rd or 4th, when the karmic portal is at its peak. This is your Capricorn karmic protection ritual. What you'll need: one white or purple candle for purity and spiritual protection, 3 small stones or crystals: amethyst for peace, obsidian for shielding, clear quartz for clarity, a small piece of paper and a pen. The steps: light your candle. Let it represent your inner light through the darkness. Place the 3 stones in a triangle in front of the candle. This creates an energy field around your intention. On the paper, write the following words: I choose growth. I release fear. I rise aligned. Sit in complete silence for 7 minutes. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Let your body relax. Let your soul remember its strength. When you're ready, softly say this closing declaration: the test is here. I choose to pass. My destiny is stronger than distraction. Let the candle burn a while longer, then safely extinguish it. This ritual seals your spiritual field and tells the universe you are ready, focused, and unshakable, because this isn't just protection, it's preparation for power. Capricorn, take a deep breath, because if you've made it this far, you already know this moment is sacred. And yes, it's hard, it's uncomfortable, it's emotional, but that's because you were never meant to live a basic, average life. You were built for more. And the universe, it knows that. These spiritual attacks aren't punishments, they're portals. Portals to the version of you that's been waiting to rise, waiting to remember, waiting to lead. And once you pass through them, your purpose becomes clear. Your soul tribe begins to appear, and your karmic chains, they shatter for good. This is your moment of choice. Subscribe right now if even one message in this video felt like it was speaking directly to you, because this portal isn't the last, and you don't want to walk through the next one alone. Comment this affirmation 11 times below to claim your power and lock in your alignment. I pass the test. I protect my energy. I align with my destiny. Repeat it until your spirit believes it. Share this video with another Capricorn or someone with Capricorn rising who might be silently going through the same battle. Be their light. Be their sign. Next, watch this. Capricorn, these 5 millionaire numbers are hidden in June. Decode them before it's too late, because your soul has waited lifetimes for this moment. Now it's your time to rise.